It is not wrong to make brands exclusively for skinny people. Inclusiveness is becoming toxic. Brands like Brandy Melville with their one-size-fits-small sizing option allows people on the slimmer end to have clothes that flatter and fit their body type. They should be allowed to cater to that market alone without any flack, just like Torrid only markets to plus-sized women. Same with Victoria's Secret. They keep expanding their sizing options, but are getting shit on for not being inclusive enough. Society really needs to stop shaming companies for catering to one body type. Not everything is equal, and skinny people deserve options specifically designed for their body too. As a husky man, I think brands need to be encouraged to specialize in a specific area so their quality overall improves. Yeah, no, this isn't very inclusive. To skinny individuals, as a tall and skinny guy, there needs to be more stuff like this out there. Edit because of all the replies, I've tried hitting the gym and ate more than I thought was possible for my body to hold but still stay at a similar ratio. I've been like this since as long as I can remember and the munchies doesn't affect it either. I don't look death camp but just beanpole, I'm sorta built like a paper towel roll if that makes sense. I can eat double what my homie who plays rugby does and stay where I am. Doc says I'm fine, so I'm not worried. To my fellow beanpoles, if you're doing good where you're at and happy with yourself, don't worry about it. I agree, it is not wrong for brands to target a certain type of audience to buy their clothes. But, as a business owner, I would cater to more people, which brings more business. Since I now have a bigger audience, I make more revenue. Victoria's Secret lost business BC. They insulted an indirect group of customers and in return, lost revenue. That's just how the market works. If you want your business to succeed with little backlash, cater to your audience. I'm tired of buying large size and then having it be wide and not long. I'm a tall skinny male, I don't like baggy clothes. I want long not wide. I'm an XL and I think it's fine. As long as I know where I can get my clothes and others know where they can get theirs, who cares? Free market, right? As someone who struggle a lot with being very skinny, naturally, I can't stress enough how difficult it is to actually find adult clothing that fits. Brands that specifically design clothes for skinny bodies are as necessary for skinny people as brands that specifically design clothes for plus-sized bodies are for plus-sized people. Yup. Fucking tired of having to shop in the kids section at 30 years old because the smalls in athletic gear are still too big. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Brands can make stuff for just skinny people if they want. The problem is when they try to trick people who don't fit into their stuff into being their customers. VS is guilty of this. Even if you do not fit into their products, their associates are still supposed to try to get you into a bra, and if it looks okay then sell it to you. If you absolutely can't fit into their apparel, they are then supposed to sell you beauty. VS wants these people as customers, they just don't want to provide them with things they actually need/want. As an ex-VS employee and someone with breasts, the problem with VS isn't that their sizes are too small, and it's more nuanced than not being exclusive enough. It's a couple things. First, I'll talk about their sizing issues. They try to get everyone to fit into these different cookie-cutter sizes, including smaller-sized girls who should be in a 26DD but are instead put into a 32A because that's all they have that, at least at the time I worked at VS, would fit a 26DD. There is a myth that Ds are big, but cup size is directly related to your band size. For example, a 30DD has the same volume as a 32DD or even a 34D. The issue is the band should be the main source of support. If your band doesn't fit properly, you are likely to have back problems, but VS doesn't pay as much attention to this as they should. Instead, they focus more on making your sales goals for that day and making sure you sell enough units to balance out how many people went in and out of the store. The doors have auto counters on them. This is why when I worked at VS I was put into 34DD or 36Ds when in reality I should be wearing a snug 32H. I can wear a 34DD or 36D, but the bands do not give me the support that I need. Another issue is that they don't listen to their customers. They trained us on how to fit trans people and being inclusive when I worked there. This was before Edward Razek made his comment on why they wouldn't have trans or plus-sized models during the fashion show. So they built up this persona of everyone is welcome here and that everyone can be a VS customer, and then when it comes to the actual image and products they say it's not a part of their brand. It's very confusing and is like a stab in the back to these loyal customers who regularly bought their products. They focus too much on what husbands and boyfriends want over what their female customers want. They constantly change and rebrand favorite products on a whim and upset customers who only bought that style for a specific reason that is no longer available in this rebranding. They have a habit of discontinuing popular products that many customers exclusively wear, like the cotton string bikini panties. There are many problems with VS. TBH, we need more clothes for shorter people. Not everyone is 6 feet tall. I'm averagely a size 14/16, and short pants/petite are so hard to find since I guess the fashion industry thinks everyone is tall. People think it's so easy for petite/skinny people to find clothes. Most clothes I'm swimming in and does not show off or flatter my figure, rather makes me look too young and box-like. It's really not that easy to find mature and nice fitting clothes if you're small. As a skinny girl, I fucking agree. It's hard for me to find clothes that fit, and I'll throw my money at a company that can cater to my body type. What you're describing is called a niche market, a smaller subset of a larger market. I don't think people have an issue with niche markets in particular, it's the lack of variety/representation/quality of clothing found for larger sizes/plus fits. Honestly, as a very tall, slightly slim person, I think all clothing should have multiple options of 2 measurements, length and width. They do it with waist and inseam for most pants. It makes no sense that they don't do it for shirts, shorts, dresses, etc.